Michale Hartte, welcome. Thanks so much for being here. Michelle is a nutritionist and has over 20 years of experience helping women, I understand, primarily lose weight, get fit, healthy, and sexy. Right, Michelle?
That's right.
So I'm so excited for her to teach us a little bit about her strategy. And I'm just going to hand it right over to you, Michelle. Welcome. Thanks so much for being here.
Thanks, Sarah. I really appreciate that. I really do. And being part of this group just feels so right. Because I can tell that the women that are watching this and the women that will watch the replay are really in it to, transform their lives into what they believe they're here to do. And I'm going to make an announcement right now that it's a public announcement. I've never said this ever. And it came to me and I have to say it. So what I realized was I've just finished with my cohort, the women that have gone through my Slim, Strong, and Sexy program. And the transformation that I saw after the 12 weeks blew me away. And I kind of looked at the ones that really took it to the level that they were there for. And I took a look at all the ones that I've helped over 20 years. And what I realized were the ones that really did well were the ones that knew intuitively that they were meant for something more. They just knew that what they were doing wasn't working and they were tired of doing the wrong thing. And they would do whatever it took to break past all their trauma. Because guess what? They had lots. Yeah. And when they started with the program, they were just blocked, but they knew there was something more. And so the program actually had them look at what that was. And when you can find that block and get rid of it, because it's not serving you, guess what? You look at the world completely differently. It's now your playground. This is your adventure. You're living in wonderment. Fear is gone because you go, oh my God, look what I did. I finally did it. So this feels like who I'm meant to speak to. So I know you are, the ones that are watching this and the replay have that inside of them. It's this little fire that just needs a bit of igniting. And oh my gosh, your world will be the world that you're looking for. Because guess what? We need strong women. We need a new way for a new world. And this is exactly the program. You're going to learn 3 things today that will actually get started. Because there's one thing that I really don't like. If I'm going to watch someone and I leave with, woohoo, I'm ready to go. Okay, but what do? That sucks. It's like a waste of my time. You're going to leave with 3 practical tips that will really transform your life. That means your body, your mind, and get you inspired to make your changes. So the program that I'm talking about is actually the one that I just launched and just finished with these women. They blew me away. So really it's the Slim, Strong, and Sexy Forever. So when I say slim, it's your slim. It's not magazine slim. Because I've been on magazines and I had to starve myself to be slim. And actually that led to an accelerating aging disease when I was 32. When I was 32, I starved myself to be slim so that I could be on the cover, so that I could do bikini contests, so that I could have that boyfriend. But guess what? I had the bones of an 80-year-old grandma. I had no menstrual cycle, so I put myself in menopause. All to be slim. That's stupid. But that's what I did then. But that's my journey, right? That's actually what started this whole thing was, do I have to always starve myself to be slim? Can't I just eat foods that I love and enjoy my wine or whatever and not always be afraid of food? That was my question. I wanted to answer, what is our best diet so I can get my body back and not age so quickly? great thing was I did. I fixed it all, but it took me a little while, but I did it. All natural. Strong inner fire strength. Women are different than men. We are not the same. I know you know that. We actually are built differently. Hormonally, we even carry the mitochondria DNA. Men don't. What does that mean? We bear the children. We are completely tied to our environment. We are more sensitive to the screen that you're looking at and the EMF and the Wi-Fi than men, which is why I'm now wearing glasses to protect my eyes so that I can keep my circadian rhythm and protect my mitochondria DNA. Yeah, I'm going deep, but what I'm saying is we are completely different and we have to do different things than men. So if you're on a diet and your husband is on the same diet and he's getting results, it's because you're not the same and you need to do things differently. You do. The third thing, so strong, we also need the muscles. We need to build some muscles so we can get toned. Don't ever think you can get toned without building muscle. You can't. The third one is sexy. Hell yeah. Doesn't it feel good to get the sexy back? Sexy is freaking confidence. Sexy is, I'm with my guy and like, I feel really connected to him. That actually builds your immune system, by the way. That will get you through the fall flu. If you feel sexy, energetic, confident, you're actually building your immune system. So who feels sexy when they're sick? I don't. No, sexy is you're vibrating. You have energy. You have youth. You have confidence. That's what sexy is. And this is forever. Okay, the program I designed is actually a foundational plan that will get you this way forever because it fixes things. Root cause, not the shiny object stuff. That is a waste of time and a waste of money. So basically, I just want to remind you right now, you are so freaking powerful. You have no idea how much you have until you really start to tap into, look at all the stuff I've done and really been successful. If I could do that, I could do this. Always go back to that. So many people right now are living in fear and they're stuck. And they're like deer in the headlights. They're not moving. We're going to be in trouble if more people do that. Our children aren't going to do so well because they see all this. Okay. So I'm looking for strong women to go, you know what? I'm meant for more than what I'm doing. I'm ready to take this to the next level. What do I do? So right now you've got the motivation. That's awesome. Now we need to be clear. And then we need the confidence knowing what you're doing is working. That are the 3 pillars for anybody to be successful in anything in their life. Commitment, clarity, I understand the program, confidence. I've got the support to know I can get through it. You got those right, you'll do anything. Today, we're going to talk about healthy weight loss and how we're going to get you slim, strong, and sexy. I just wanted to give you a little bit of backstory to go, you know what? You can do it if you really want it. We're busy. So this program is actually designed for busy women because we want to get shit done. But here's the thing. We don't want to do it by starving ourselves and being afraid of food. And then grabbing the food we shouldn't be having because we're so starving. And then feeling guilty. We're done with that. I'm going to show you a way where you're going to be able to eat more food and actually burn the fat, get toned, and feel sexy again. Because I figured this out. is that really what you guys want to learn? Does that make?
Yeah, hell yeah.
You want to know my secrets?
Absolutely. I sure do.
Do
Tell
you?
me all.
Okay, good. So just a few of my clients, I just want to inspire you. Tammy, not only did she lose 10 pounds in 30 days, but actually now she's really excited about entering a fitness competition because she actually has the confidence. Christine, when you can get into a healthy weight, you can get off medications you don't want to be on. The medications are a patch. They are not fixing the problem. They are getting rid of the symptom, but then leading to other symptoms. So, Christine, amazing. So she came to me, she actually was a professional flute teacher, and she had to stop work because she was on so many, she couldn't do her work anymore. She was so sick. And she had extra weight, and basically she tried everything, all the fad ones, all the fad diets, all the shiny objects. She did them all and she never got results. Okay. Well, when she came to me, we figured out what the root cause was. When you get to the root, everything works. So the best part about Christine was not only did she lost weight, but she went off all her asthma medication and her GERD, and she was able to go back to her career again. That's called life changing. This is not about weight loss. This is about you being who you're designed to be. This is transformation. This gets me freaking excited. Now she can be who she wants to be.
So awesome.
And then we have Olivia. Oh my gosh, Olivia. Oh, so Olivia came to me. She was actually diagnosed with fatty liver. And she had this dream to be like a world-class singer and songwriter. And she was tired, unmotivated, very overweight, but still had this dream. She had this like burning desire. So she was sent to me, and root cause, get the liver working, and there's a certain way to do that. So I am a clinical nutritionist. So not like a natural nutritionist or registered. I'm actually clinical. I've been doing this 20 years. So I work pretty deep. Anyways, after working with me, okay, she signed a record deal in the States, and now she's doing that.
Amazing.
She looks amazing, and she's motivated and happy. So I've given them the foundation. I did not fix them. They fixed themselves. I am the guide, but I show them how. They do the work. And that's where the confidence is, by the way. If I just gave him a healthy body, where's the confidence? You don't really have it. You look in the mirror and go, yeah, I look good, but no, it's called growth. It's called a journey. The joy is in the journey. This is the most exciting part. Okay. So today, so my plan is actually a 9-step plan. Why? Because if you miss one, you miss the plan. It's one step at a time. It's a missing pieces plan. I pull everything together, nice and clear and simple. There's 9, and they're step by step in the right order. This is a systematic approach. Okay. So there's no shiny object. There's no missing pieces. No, it's all in one plan. Because that is a waste of time. It's 9 clear steps. And basically, you're going to learn one of them today to get started and see the power in just one of these steps. So I want you right now to imagine, because really it works, how you can eat to lose weight and forget the yo-yo. No, keep it off for life. Why? Because you fixed your body foundationally. And I'm going to share why most women fail to do this. The first one is they eat when they're bored or they're tired or they want to feel better. They're not eating to nourish their body. They're eating to nourish their emotions. That will never work. and it will lead to disappointment and waking up in the middle of the night going, why did I do that? How do I break past that? Why do I keep doing that? I don't feel good about that. I'm gaining weight. I'm not even losing weight. It's coming around the middle and I'm feeling old and I'm only 40. What's going to happen when I'm 50? How am I going to get past this? Well, you need to, because otherwise you will gain more weight. And there goes your confidence and everything else. So that's the first one, is women eat when they're bored, they're tired, or they want to feel better. We can't do that. The second one is they feel they need to eat every 2 hours to keep their metabolism high. Well, yeah, that's called the industry selling you bullshit. It's bullshit. No, our ancestors didn't have to eat every 2 hours to keep their metabolism high. Always go back to our ancestors. They were healthy. Hey, we're 99.99% the same as them. They're human. And we're starting to become not human. If you live an artificial life, you will feel artificial, especially women. Women are tied to a natural environment more than men because we bear the children. It's different. We need to live more of a natural life more than men. We're more sensitive. And we can't listen to the bullshit. So no, it's not going to keep, no, it's not. It's going to rev your body up and it's going to burn it out. Here's what happens. Every time you eat, you have to upregulate all these mechanisms to break down your food. If it's doing that, it's not doing other things. What is that? Mounting an immune response for when you're exposed to viruses. It's too busy trying to break down the food that you just put in. Is that going to be healthy for you? No. Is that going to allow your body to get rid of old worn out cells that have been there for 40 years? No. It's going to be breaking down the food that you just put in, because that's an acute response. Acute. The body has to do something with it. Everything you do has a signal. What are you giving it? What's the signal you're giving it? So that's not true. So the third thing is, I see this all the time. We're being brainwashed. They eat too little protein. I'm okay with plant protein and vegan diets, but where's your protein? I'm okay with all this. We need to eat more plants, get away from animals. Let's protect them. I don't care. Your body needs amino acids, period. And there are just 9 essential amino acids. If you don't get them, guess where they come from? Your muscle. That means you won't be toned. You wonder why you're working out, you're not getting results, because you're not eating enough protein. You're wasting away. And that's not going to help you if you fall when you're 60 and you can't get up. You need muscle for that. So we have to think ahead. I've already mapped out how I'm going to be when I'm 80. And I'm starting now. Actually, I started a long time ago. It starts now. So we're eating too little protein. I'm going to go through why that's important. But here's the thing. 3 major reasons why women are not able to drop the weight and keep it off for life. These are the 3 main ones that I've discovered myself. I didn't Google this. I've seen tens of thousands of people, by the way. And I used to have a physical practice. So everything turned around from COVID, but that's fine. Let's start with the first one. I'm going to talk hormones with you, ladies, because really we're tied to our hormones. We are. They dictate everything. So let's talk hormones. Here's what happens when you eat, when you're bored, tired, or want to feel better. I want to paint a picture. This is commonly known as, well, actually, I don't know if I made this up, but I thought emotional eating syndrome. Hi. So the main problem with this is you're dysregulating the hormone balance that will dictate when you actually need to eat and when you actually don't need to eat. If you don't get that right, you will never be successful. It's called leptin and ghrelin. Those are hormones that will dictate hunger and satiety. If you keep overriding it by saying, I'm actually not hungry, but I'm going to eat anyway, well, your body goes, what? I was giving you a signal and you just totally overrid it. Well, after a while, you'll become resistant to that signal. You're not tapping in. Women are intuitive. We are born intuitive. Let's get back to this intuitive way of connecting to our, when we're hungry, when we're full. It takes practice. It's okay. It's a rep. The rep is going to build the muscle for you to look freaking sexy and feel sexy. Anyone who is 20 or more pounds overweight, I already know is leptin resistant. So I know that for a fact. And if you're 20 or more pounds overweight, that's your number one hormone you need to get right. And I have a leptin protocol that actually does that. And I learned it from Dr. Jack Kruse. He's a neurosurgeon. He lost 130 pounds. I learned from him. I have a lot of really good mentors, by the way, just mind-blowing. Because I was digging for the answer, not the shiny object. So that is, just know when you do that, it gets worse if you don't fix that. Okay, so the eating every 2 hours in an effort to keep metabolism high. You're basically tied to the fridge. Do you want to be tied to the fridge all day? Do you want to be eating all the time? No, we're busy women. We have things to do. Where's your mind if it's always on food? It's not on other things. What about your family? Like, what about your career that you want to build? It's not on that. You're not fully optimizing. But speaking of hormones, insulin glucagon gets dysregulated. Here's the thing. If you're always eating, you have to be releasing insulin for you to, it's a fat storage hormone, and it's designed to do something with the food. Let's store some fat, let's store some this, it's a storage hormone. You're storing all the time. You're burning, but you're storing. You want to get insulin glucagon working properly. And there's a way to do that so that you're not storing fat. So the third one is eating too little protein. Well, here's the thing. It's called metabolic slowdown. Your metabolism will go down, 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 down. Because you need protein to build up a robust metabolism. That is going to allow you to burn calories while you're sitting. You don't have to exercise all day. You can just sit there and burn calories because you have a robust metabolism. That means you can eat when you're hungry, stop when you're full, and you'll always be slim forever. Always. Because your body knows what to do with the food. It's going to partition it. Energy, it's going to give you energy. This is eating for energy. And it's going to build muscle. Here, let's repair the muscle that you've been breaking down all day. And then we'll put a little bit of sugar in your liver as well. In case you're not eating, we'll just start to drizzle that out so that you're not going to be tied to the fridge all day. Good. You're looking for a robust metabolism. You don't want to be a skinny fat. So if you have metabolic syndrome, it's a serious condition. And it does put you at risk of heart disease, diabetes, and stroke. And this is what leads to fatty liver, which then leads to everything going downhill. And you possibly in the hospital. Really true. Yeah. But we have solutions. And I'm going to give them to you right now. So how do you like this so far? Is this making sense?
So good. So good, Michelle. I'm like taking notes and I'm really relating to a lot of what you're saying. This is really fantastic.
Okay, so clear so far?
Yeah, it's super
Absolutely.
clear. Yeah.
And
it's
you could
wonderful.
always like send me questions, put something in the chat. You know, I don't want to just be the talking box. For me, I love to find out what's going on in your head so I could help you break past maybe some blocks, or I know you're going to have them because you're all very smart, because that's why you're here, because you want to do better, right?
Mhm.
And you only do better if you ask questions. There's never a dumb question ever. No, we answer them. I ask questions all the time to my coach. I have a coach. I've had him for a year. This is how I was able to even do this. I didn't know how to do
Amazing.
this. I hired a coach for a year. We need coaches. We need mentors. Why? Because we want to get our results quicker, faster, and they know how to do it. Why would we wait? So here's your solution. You ready?
Yeah, so ready.
Okay, this is the #1 golden rule, and all my clients know this. I should highlight this. The #1 golden rule. Only eat when you're hungry and stop when you're full. So you've got to practice that, because if you're not doing that, then it takes practice, and practice makes permanent.
I love that.
We are not perfect. If we were, we'd be underground. No, we're here to learn.
Michelle, I have a question.
Yeah.
Because you've talked a lot about, the importance of protein, which makes so much sense to me and obviously is important, as you said, to, in building muscle and all that good stuff. Tell us a little bit about your perspective of fat, because of course there's a lot of beliefs around, fat is bad and good fat is good, and eat lots of good fats and, less of the trans fat and all this kind of stuff in the nutrition health world. I'm understanding what you're talking about, like leptin sensitivity and things like that, but what's your kind of general belief, or is it individualized on how much fat a person should be eating?
That's such a good question. I'm going to answer that at the end.
Okay, great.
So I love that. And I will, because I was given the information to fix my body by going low fat, and
Yeah.
it made everything worse.
Yeah. Okay, great. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes. So here's the thing. I suggest you do is, if you really want to slim down, look and feel strong, and get the sexy back, then I really want you for the next 30 days to pay attention. Am I really hungry, or am I eating for other reasons? The first step is awareness. And if you go, I'm actually hungry, okay, eat. And feel good about eating, because your body needs nourishment. Hey, it needs food. We're not like plants. Plants just need water and sunlight. We actually have to move around the ground. They get their nutrition from the soil. They're planted in the ground. We're not. We're very similar to plants, by the way, we are, but we have to move. So we actually do need to eat. And our bodies can't make vitamin C. Our bodies cannot make the 9 essential amino acids. We need these from food.
I love what you have here, Michelle, is food as medicine. That really lands. I love that.
Everything you put in your body is going to make up your tissues.
Yeah.
So what are you putting in your body? And if you don't know, just think of what your ancestors ate, or even your grandma. Think of what your grandma ate and just follow that. Like, there's so much to this, but just start with, what did our ancestors eat and what did our grandma eat? Just start there. I mean, I could, obviously this has been my life's work, so I can obviously really hone this in so you know exactly what to eat for your body. But it's a good start. So when you start to practice this, and here's the thing, only eat when you're hungry and till you're 80% full. So that does mean it's 20 minutes of chewing, because your stomach doesn't have teeth. You've probably heard that. But the brain has to signal. It takes 20 minutes for the brain to signal that you're actually full. And it's CCK. It's a hormone that gets released. It says, oh, I'm full. And then leptin and ghrelin. So leptin is actually a hormone that's released from your fat cells. It enters your hypothalamus and it says, okay, yeah, I am full. I'm full. I'm good. That's what leptin is. A hormone released from the fat cells, enters the brain. I'm full. So now you can actually tell when you're full. And Greylin's the opposite. I'm hungry, like grumbling stomach, Greylin grumbling. Greylin is I'm actually hungry. You will get these hormones imbalanced. If you do, you will unblock the secret to getting slim, strong, and sexy. That's one of them, one of the main ones. Eat only when hungry and stop when 80% full. It does take 20 minutes though. And if you're a busy woman and you don't have 20 minutes, I totally get it. Oh my gosh, of course I have all my tools under my belt. I'm a busy woman too, and I've worked with busy women. We need liquid nutrition, something that doesn't require all that chewing. So that means, you know, either you could do a smoothie, that's right, and you can keep it in your cup and no one will even see you're having it, because maybe you're a dental worker and you don't have a lot of time for work to eat. Well, I always tell my clients, I got tools, so many tools. So they won't see you eating because it'll be in one of these and you could just have it. Your smoothie, perfectly formulated smoothie. Or if it's winter and you don't want anything cold, well, then you'll have a soup, a creamy, delicious, nourishing, nutrient-rich, bone brothy soup that will be your facelift, by the way. Bone broth is a natural facelift. I learned that for Dr. Kat Shanahan, and I have a cup of bone broth a day because I don't want to look old and crinkly. I have a goal when I'm 80 to look and feel great. So that is going to fix the block. That's the first one. The second one is to my 3-step simple solution. And again, if you want to learn more, please contact me because I'm happy to show you my program. It works like gangbusters. I'm so proud of it. Step 2, we're going to eat 1, 2, maybe 3 times a day. So you want to spread your meals apart. So really, you want to think about 4 to 5 hours from the time you had your food. Okay, well, I've eaten. Now I won't be eating for another maybe 4 or 5 hours. Now you go and be productive, be that high performer, do your stuff, be present with your kids, be present with your partner. They will feel that, okay? And then you're not going, oh my God, I have to eat. Oh, where's some food? And then you're not hangry and all that kind of stuff. So really, you want to spread your meals apart because then what happens is you eat, stop, eat. When you're stopping eating, then what happens is the body uses the nutrition that you had to have proper function, to repair, regenerate, give your body energy and store the fat soluble vitamins, A, D, E. You know, we want to store them for use, for function. The body needs these nutrients to function properly. If not, it's going to have to find a way to function. You're not going to feel like you're functioning very well. So you really need to just eat, stop, eat. And so what does that mean? Eating in a way that you won't be hungry in 4 to 5 hours. Does that include fat? Hell yeah. Fat balances blood sugar. Fat doesn't make you fat unless you eat the wrong fat. If you eat hydrogenated fat, you will become fat. If you eat Mediterranean fats, you will become slim. It's the quality of fats. I can say eat fat, but it's the quality of fats. It's not just the fat. It's the quality of fats. I would stay away from hydrogenated fat and canola oil like the plague. Why? Every time you eat a bad fat, it lodges into your cell membrane and stays there for 18 months. Over time, the bad fats make your cell membrane, which is your foundation of your house, it makes it hard and sticky. We don't want hard and sticky cell membranes. We don't want a house that's too like bricky. No, we need it to be pliable. We need the nutrient exchange in and out. Function happens in the cell. It's not going to happen very well if the nutrients can't get in. Your cell membrane is critical. It's a phospholipid. It's made of the fats you eat. You want to nourish it with the right fats. Today, if you start just today and you start to eat Mediterranean fats and you say no to the hydrogenated fats and the canola oil, which is garbage, and even the grapeseed oil, sorry to break your bubble there if you're having it, it's not healthy. And you start to eat the right ones, over 18 months, you'll have a new cell membrane. But if you don't, you'll never get there. So start now. This also means eating in restaurants. Steam it, ask for olive oil. You don't want the garbage fats. That's the worst. You will look very old. Very old. It's very oxidizing. What does that do? Cause free radical damage. What does that do? Break your body down very quickly. That means you're collagen. And you're made of collagen. And you're a fathead too, by the way. Let's be smart fatheads. You're smart. I just want to keep you, I want to get you smarter. I want to get you slim, strong, and sexy. That's my goal, because we need more of these strong women who can do it. So yeah, so you're going to need some fat. I mean, and the other thing is don't overfat. This keto diet, oh my gosh, no, never start with the keto diet. I would never start with the keto diet unless you had epilepsy. That's important. I would definitely, the keto diet is designed for epilepsy, to fix the nervous system so that it starts to regulate properly, because it really does nourish the myelin sheath, the nervous system. But hey, your liver has to break down the fat. If you overfat, you're overfatting the liver. It's already fatty, you're duped. You're going to get nauseous and you wonder why you can't lose weight. No, I always start with my clients with 1 tablespoon of fat per meal. That is freaking gold, what I just told you, shared with you. So 1 tablespoon. I would not do more than that. And then while we do that, we clean the liver. The liver it's fatty. We have to clean it. That's your hormones, by the way. That's your blood sugar. That's your immune system. That's going to keep you out of the hospital. That's going to keep you healthy. That liver is key. That's the key. Liver. So I always work with liver. That's why my program is Clean, Heal, and Seal. It's not seal. No, you clean. You clean out the toxins. You clean out the mental garbage. You clean out toxic relationships. You clean out the liver. Liver is the anger organ. You clean it out. And you nourish it with a little bit of fat. But you don't overfat it, because now it's clogging it. It's like a sponge in the kitchen and you never wash the sponge. How does the sponge look? Not good. We got to wash it. Take care of it. I clean my liver every day, but I started with a 90-day Clean, Heal, and Seal program to get it working. Okay, not a 7-day thing. That's bullshit again. No, you do it right. So yeah, so you want to spread your meals apart, and then we want to prioritize protein. We are not eating enough protein. Why? Because carbs are everywhere, and because carbs are cheap, and because carbs are in a box. And guess what? We're busy women. Are you kidding me? We need to eat when we need to eat. We got things to do. Because we have people to help. Are we not the nurturers? We want to help everybody, but we're not helping ourselves because we feel it's selfish. That's bullshit. If you put your mask on first, then you help others, but don't fiddle around with the mask for hours. Put it on, get it working, now go help everyone else. And guess what? You'll be a better helper. If you don't do that and you do that, what's going to happen? You won't be able to help other people. And are you a good role model? No, they're going to learn, I shouldn't take care of myself either. Oh, how is that going to work? No, you're the role model. But again, we're not going to spend 2 hours in the gym. No, 20 minutes. My program's 20 minutes of strength training twice a week. And if you're just starting, once a week. If you go more, you're going to stress the body out. You're going to break. We don't do that. This is getting rid of the stress. Why? Because it works so quickly and you're smarter than harder. It's 20 minutes twice a week. Whole body workout. That means squats. Yeah, got to get that butt because that's sexy. We're losing it. And not this chronic cardio. That's just, again, that's bullshit. Our ancestors didn't run for hours. That's crazy. No, they lifted heavy things once in a while and they moved a lot. That's what they did. They did not run for 2 hours to try and burn off the food they just had. That is a mental block. And that's called marketing BS. It's not your fault. It's not your fault. No, resistance training is the next revolution. That's where you need to go. 20 minutes twice a week. But hey, if you're going to train, you better be eating the protein, because otherwise you'll be breaking down your protein, the muscle for the protein, because the body needs protein to recover. It needs 9 essential amino acids, 9, and 2 grams of leucine. So there's certain types of protein that's going to give you the anabolic boost so that you can build the protein. So you don't waste your time in the gym and struggling. No, we're busy. We have things to do. So we want to prioritize protein. It's going to fire up your metabolic engine so that you can eat more and lose more. This is so that you can eat more and lose more, because you're going to boost the metabolism. These HCG diets, all these diets, guess what they do? Yeah, you'll lose weight. Guess what? You're going to lose your muscle. Your metabolism goes down. That's why when you go off of them, which are strict, you gain double the weight back. Why? Because your metabolism went down. That's crazy. That's called prison. Who wants to live like that? Forget it. Food freedom, man. So basically, if you liked what you heard, man, I'd love to get you in my program, because guess what? I get fired up. Why? Because I'm sharing the freaking truth. We are lied to so often, and I see it all the time. I was lied to for 20 years, and it's about their pocketbook. It's not about your health. There's a lot of good programs out there. I'm not saying mine's the only one. I'm not. There's some good ones. But I do know I cover all your bases. I keep you safe. And it's a clear step past. So you're not wasting your time. Why? You're busy. So if you're somebody watching this and you really want to get the clear exact steps to really transform your body, your inner body, your outer body, your life, then please get a hold of me, because my program works so well. I'm so proud of it. It's blood, sweat, and tears. It doesn't matter. It's what I'm designed to do. So if you want to go from food frazzled and frustrated to really food freedom, like I did, because I was a mess, now I'm not. You're going to do this without overwhelm, because you're busy, without starving. You can eat. So you can look and feel 10 years younger. Hell yeah. Of course you will. You won't be aging quickly like I did. No, you're going to reverse it or slow it down and be slim, strong, and sexy. Then what I do is I'm going to encourage you all, whoever is interested, and go, frick, I'm ready. Well, good. Let's get going then, shall we? Now's the time. If you don't do it now, you probably won't. And that's okay. It's not your time. And that's totally fine. I'm only looking for somebody who really wants to. It's really an hour or 2 hours a week that you would spend on the program. That's it, because we're busy. It's not like going to be, no, we're busy, of course. If you want to learn more about it and you really do want to slim down, get strong, feel sexy, and you're looking for support, even to see what the program looks like, then please get a hold of me. You can book a one-on-one strategy call for 30 minutes, and I will actually give you value. I will find out exactly your main piece that's holding you back, help you unblock it. And if you want to learn more, you can join my program. Thank you.
Awesome, Michelle. I'm just going to pop us back into a speaker view here so everyone can.
Michelle, that was so amazing. I've got like 1.5 pages of notes of like just
I love it.
Little tidbits, and it's so interesting because as we're listening to you, it's like you're kind of reviewing how you operate in the day, right? You're kind of reviewing how you're setting up your meal plans. I don't know. I feel like there was so much value, and I just want to say thank you. I really appreciate your wisdom and your knowledge and your passion. Oh my gosh, I love that you're just like cutting through the BS. It's fantastic.
Thank you.
Agreed. Yeah, thanks, Michelle. That was fantastic just to learn a little bit more about your approach. And yeah, as Lindsay said, just kind of calling out some of the BS. As you know, I work in the natural health industry too. And so I hear a lot of BS. And it's hard because, you know, there's a lot of stuff that people share and say and think that is just really not true. And so it's really helpful for me too, just to hear some of those myths that you sliced right through, and just a good reminder for me too. And yeah, and it's really great to learn more about kind of your approach, because it's helpful for me now too, when I'm, you know, listening to people and hearing certain things. I can be like, oh, you should talk to Michale. Whereas before I didn't fully understand your approach. So that's been really helpful for me today, to understand more of your approach. And I can already think of a couple of people that I want to maybe suggest contact you. So thank you so much.
Yeah, so Sarah, for me, I love networking. I've already sent, I think, 3 people to you already, because I didn't know what you did either. And I loved how your presentation was really awesome. I understood it and it made sense. I didn't understand kind of the whole background behind it, why it was so important, the fascia. I knew about, here's the thing, one shot of, here's what the athletes do, because I actually used to be a certified personal trainer and I've studied sport nutrition and I've been athletic my whole life. But anyways, so I study this. One shot of good vodka will release fascia.
Huh.
Yeah, and they use this for the athletes to release the fascia, because it's like the saran wrap over the muscle. And also anybody who wants to build out the muscle and make them look bigger, they will be stuck in the fascia if you don't release the fascia. If you release the fascia, your muscles look bigger.
Yeah, correct. Because the muscles can grow because they're no longer restricted. Yeah.
Well, I'm really excited to share what you taught us about the hydrogenated fat and the canola oil. And it's like, well, stuff that I know, but I haven't been able to articulate it. And I think of my parents, I mean, they're like almost 65, you know, and they're in that age of like, butter's bad, and margarine is really good. Right. No. And no matter how much I talk to them, they're just like, no, see, it has the heart label on.
Oh, no.
That's what I mean.
I'm just like,
marketing
years. It's been 10 years of me trying to like drill this into this. And now I'm like, well, okay, so my friend Michale, so I'm totally going to bring this to them and serve it out to them on a plate and see what happens. Because anyway, I was taking some good notes. I really appreciated the hard, sticky tissue. Like, let's make it gross.
That's the worst.
After that. Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
So anyway, so thank you.
I could talk about that. Good.
Totally. It's amazing. Oh my gosh. Does anybody have any questions for Michale while we have her? Mary, I think you're cooking up something.
My struggle, and I heard you say on your program you have to drink smoothies. I can't drink my food. It just does not work for me. And so that's like right away I'm like, nope, can't do it.
But that's
is there a different way?
That's your block. Again, that's telling me if you do one thing, you do everything that way. So a better question would be, sorry, it's just, how can I? It's not, I can't. If you can't, you'll never will. So
that's why I'm asking, is there a better way to do it, or a different way to consume without liquefying everything?
Yeah. So can I ask you a question? Is it a reflux that comes up?
I just feel like I haven't eaten.
Oh, I see. What goes in your smoothie?
All kinds of things, veggies, fruits, kind of whatever I feel like. Sometimes I put in like greens powder or protein powder.
Can you give me a foundational what you put in your smoothie? Because really it's got to be, you need to feel full. And to feel full, it actually needs to have the macronutrients in there to feel full, which is the protein and the fats. So I just want it, because if you have it, and I'll give you another tip on top of this, if you have it this way, then your body will feel full. So it's what you put in your smoothie. Smoothie is such a broad term. What does smoothie mean? So I just want you to share with me what you put typically in a smoothie.
Okay. So for example, hemp protein, like hemp hearts, spinach, sometimes a head of romaine, banana, kale. Sometimes we put in like frozen pineapple or frozen cherries, frozen blueberries. What else? Sometimes frozen peaches. That pretty much covers it, I think.
Okay, and I love that you asked that question. It's such a good question. Everyone's going to benefit from my answer. You know how I have to give you this analogy. You're at a bonfire, or you're at a camping ground, and somebody needs to make the bonfire. And the person in charge says, I know how to make a good bonfire. And so they grab twigs, they go around the campfire, the campground, picking up all these twigs. Okay. And they put these tiny little twigs, make this big thing with twigs, and they get their lighter and their paper, and they light the bonfire with the twigs. So it goes poof, and it's gone. It didn't really last very long. The energy didn't last very long. It's very like quick and gone. But then this other guy went, I have an idea. Why don't we try this instead? Let's go find these big logs that I see over there. Let's try that instead. So the other guy goes and picks up these big logs, hauls them over, puts them into the pit, and puts a few twigs in there, just a few, and maybe a little bit of paper, and lights it. And guess what? How long will the bonfire go?
Hours.
It's exactly the same thing as what you described. So your smoothie is awesome. It's all real good food. I love it. Your ingredients are perfect, but they're not going to last you very long. You did the twig thing. Nobody would ever feel full on that. It's all carb heavy. In fact, it's all sugar heavy. You could make sugar out of protein, by the way. You can't make protein out of sugar. Protein is essential. So what I would do is flip all that around and go, I'm going to give you a couple tips right now, Kasia, that you can get started with right away. 3-ingredient smoothie. You would actually get this as a recipe. I keep things very easy to get rid of all the overwhelm. Okay, 3-ingredient smoothie. First ingredient is your coconut milk or something. Yeah, coconut milk from the can. That's fat, but it's good fat because it's like MCT, so it actually burns fat. So if you get one of those Thai kitchen cans, or a good native one, whatever is organic, 1/3 of a can of coconut milk, that's your fat, and it's creamy and it's delicious. So put that in your blender or in your cup. So that's your fat, okay? And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna put in 1 cup of berries, or half a fruit. That's your twigs. So you're going to do 1 cup of berries. Blueberries are really good for sirtuin. They're really good for telomere length. They extend telomere length. Food is medicine. Everything you put in your body will have an effect. Blueberries are good for eyesight. They actually help enhance eyesight, vision, ocular, and also support anti-aging. So you can put a cup of blueberries, or you can do any kind of berries that have seeds in them, not the ones that were hybridized to be sugary. No, the ones with seeds, if you put that in, you're going to have a good bowel movement so that you can get rid of toxins, right?
Kasia has to run, but she's going to catch the rest of it on the replay, just so you know.
Okay. So with Kasia's, we were using really good ingredients, but they were twigs. That's why it never lasted. And we're busy, we can't do that. So we're going to go to we're putting in the big logs. Well, the coconut milk is like a log because it's a fat, and it's going to be able to sustain your blood sugar. So, and then you can do the berries, but limit it to just 1 cup, not more than that. I love limits. These are the boundaries. So you understand, because otherwise it's too much sugar and you're going to crash again. 1 cup of berries, or even say half a whole fruit. In the summer months, you can have a little more fruit because it's long light cycles, and we're tied to the environment. In the winter, I wouldn't even have fruit really, because it's cold lights. You want to do more. We don't really want fruit but in the summer, sure. So 1 cup, and then you blend that up, and then you put in your 50 grams of protein.
Awesome.
So you blend it up, and then you add in the superfoods, not the marketed superfoods, but the cocoa nibs. Cocoa nibs increase your serotonin so you have happy mood. It's like a dopamine hit, and it's full of magnesium. If you get the fermented ones, you're going to help your gut microbiome so that you have good immune system and good bowel movements. And you are primed to have good cognition to do creative writing. This is the magic to creative writing, is the cocoa nibs. It will turn your brain on. And then you do a tablespoon of about a tablespoon of seeds. So you have a bit of crunch, like sesame or pumpkin or hemp seeds. So now you've got that good fat in there, the coconut milk and these seeds. You've got your berries, but not too many. And then you have your 50 grams of protein powder. And then to add a little bit of liquid, you could do unsweetened almond milk. That's the fourth ingredient, but it makes it as liquidy as you want to suit your preference. Now you're freaking good to go. This will last you at least 3, maybe 4 hours.
That's amazing. Oh my gosh, I totally took some great notes, and I really appreciate you explaining that, Michelle. That was so good. Oh yes, I see Bridget's question here. Of course, Bridget is allergic to nuts and coconut oil, or to coconut. So what are some substitutes that she could use in that smoothie recipe?
Yeah, so then I would do almond milk, unsweetened almond milk, and I would do half an avocado.
So have an avocado, but she has a nut allergy also.
Oh, well then what about seeds?
Yeah, I can have seeds.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of nuts. They're high in arginine, and they actually can lead to cold sores, and they feed viruses, by the way, because they're high in arginine. Viruses feed on arginine-rich foods, and nuts are high in arginine, and they throw our lysine ratio off. Lysine's an antiviral, arginine feeds the virus. So if you're always eating nuts and you're getting cold sores and you're getting sick, ditch the nuts. Yeah. Go with the seeds. Like I would do, like, and change, if anyone is menstruating, see, I could talk all day. So you could balance your hormones with the right seeds, by the way. It's called seed cycling. So from day 1 to day 14, it's pumpkin seeds and flax seeds. And day 15 to day 28, it's sunflower and sesame seeds. You're balancing,
by the way, seed cycling is awesome. It works.
You're balancing estrogen, progesterone. So you have a healthy menstrual cycle. So I'm still menstruating. I'm 54 in next month, in 2 months. And I do seed cycling because when you're tied to your hormones. Who wants, oh my gosh, this plan works so well for PMS too. PMS is a messed liver. That's all it is. The liver needs cleaning, and you got to eat properly. So if you're in menopause, don't worry about any of that. Just have any seeds you want if you're in menopause. Doesn't matter.
This is so great, Michelle. We are just so grateful to have you here and to have your wisdom. And, you know, we really want to thank everyone for joining us. And to thank those of you who have watched the replay. Let us know that you watched the replay also. Just punch replay into the comments so we can see who else is viewing. And we're always open for feedback. So if you want to let Sarah and I know too, what's helpful in terms of topics, and also reach out to Michelle. She obviously has all the wisdom in the world. She has her beautiful 30-minute consultation. And I feel like if you have some questions, and like she said, just to have some quality time to ask some questions, you can really share some things about the program, some places to start. And I feel like, oh my gosh, Michelle, with your passion, you just love helping people. So I just wanted to extend that olive branch to anybody who's viewing. Awesome. Excellent. And so Michelle, if somebody wanted to get in contact with you, where can they find you?
Oh, okay. So I guess the best thing is they can send me a direct message, because I would like to, and they can send it to my email if they want. So Ask Michale, ASK. And then my name is spelled MICHALE, A like apple.
Yes.
So Ask Michale at gmail.com. Ask Michale. I can put it in the chat.
Perfect.
That is actually the best way, because what I would do is I'm actually going to ask you a question. When you email me, I'm going to ask you a question that will help me help you. get to
Perfect.
where you want to go.
Awesome.
Okay, so that's my, yeah, so just send me an email. I'm on all the social media. I'm on Instagram, michale.hartte with a dot in between. I'm in, I have a free VIP Facebook group called Fit and Healthy with Michale that you can join. I do live trainings every Wednesday at 3:30 and
Awesome.
it's interactive. So every Wednesday I will teach something from my Slim, Strong and Sexy program so that you can get unstuck and move forward in your Slim, Strong and Sexy journey. So every Wednesday at 3:30. So if you email me, I could you could join the group. You have to actually join the group.
That's really great. So what I'm going to do, Michale, is that when we post your workshop here, I'm going to include your email in your description. So people have that direct email contact with you, because it sounds like you have so many amazing resources that I want to make sure that you have the opportunity to start that conversation and get the people connected to whatever resource is going to suit them best, so they can just get started. So this is so great. I see your email pop up. This is fantastic. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. I think we're going to finish the recording, and then if you guys wanted to stick around and have some conversation, then we can.
I'm giving something away.
Oh, amazing.
Hey.
So anyone who contacts me with their email, they actually get my one-page meal plan for busy women that will actually give you the exact meal plan that you can start to burn fat, build muscle. Without overwhelm, and it enhances. See, remember, food is medicine. There's 10 foods in there that is infused into this meal plan that will boost your metabolism. So you're going to eat your way to a high metabolism with these 10 foods that I've highly researched that are infused into the plan. So that is a free giveaway. It's a one-page meal plan. So anyone who wants that, I could send that to them. No problem at all.
Perfect. That is fantastic. So maybe what we'll do when we post your video, Michale, is that we'll ask people who want that to leave their email address in the comments, and that way you can find that, or to reach out to you personally through email. How does that sound?
That sounds great. I hope you enjoyed today, and it got you thinking.
Absolutely.
You sure did. Absolutely. Thanks again so much. If anyone's feeling inspired as well to host a workshop, because I know Michelle is very inspiring, please reach out to us as well. And yeah, Lindsay, you're going to have to stop the recording because you are the new host, my friend.
Okay, officially. So we'll smile.
Thanks, ladies.